Men's basketball team hit Branch McCracken Court for their Big Ten home opener as Illinois came into town for the first ever Eric Gordon Bowl. Would Bruce Weber finally get his revenge? The only Big Ten team ranked higher than IU is the Michigan State Spartans. Could rival Purdue do a favor for the Hoosiers and knock them off in East Lansing? Lucky for you, we passed up our winter break trip to Mexico to spend countless hours researching sports. I'm Shawn Mikus. This is Hoosier Sports. It's no secret that Illinois head coach Bruce Weber was upset about Eric Gordon's backing off his verbal commitment to Illinois to come to IU instead. It's also no secret that since then Weber and IU coach Kelvin Sampson have had a frosty relationship at best. But while Sampson may have topped Weber in recruiting, the Illini took last year's series on the court, winning 2 of the 3 games the teams played. In those games combined, the teams were separated by 8 points. Who knew one player could spur such a rivalry? Coach Sampson and the IU Hoosiers take on Bruce Weber in the rivalry of Illinois. IU struggled early, but Jordan Crawford here with a beauty to Mike White to DJ. Show him who's boss. You the man. Nice dunk. Indiana up 1 point. Crowd goes into a frenzy. Bruce Weber gets scared, calls a timeout, and the IU Nation is in full force. This ball ends up short, and the scramble entails. And watch this 295-pound DeAndre Thomas will have none of it. Result in a double technical for both teams. Physical game in this one in the Assembly Hall. Randall misses, but Calvin Brock with the dunk putback. Stimler, please get out of the way. IU down 2 points into the first half. AJ Ratliff taken to the basket, nothing but the can. 3-point basket. Indiana down 1, but Illinois would match at the very end with this shot right here. Dimitri McCamey matches it, heading into halftime 34-30. Hoosiers down 4. Second half, another story. IU would make a comeback. Pruitt bowls over DJ White, but fakes out Lance Stimler, lays it in for 2. Illini with the lead. DeMarcus Ellis over to EJ Gordon, and one mixtape. Watch out, 3-point in the net. IU on the run back. Deflected pass to Armon Bassett. Big game, Armon. 3-point, IU on a scoring streak here, 60-55 to close out the half. Illinois would not quit though. Robert Meacham, 3-point, Illinois 58-60 with 1:20. Last possession for the Illini. McCamey blocked by AJ Ratliff with a push to shove. 12 seconds left. It's not over yet, folks. Watch this block again. AJ Ratliff, no shot, blocking the ball. Illinois, last chance. Randall tosses up a miracle, ends up 10 feet short. AJ Ratliff again, no way, blocks him again. IU will win 62-58. The Hoosiers are happy with this win, and Bruce Weber goes home a sad, sad little man. Another double-double for DJ White makes it 4 straight and 9 in his last 10 games. Armon Bassett gave a valiant effort despite his injury and provided a spark off the bench with 11 points. AJ Ratliff also continued to get his feel for the game back as he scored 7 points in 24 minutes, going 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. Let's head back out to Assembly Hall.
When Illinois came into Bloomington on Sunday, they were facing a 10th-ranked Hoosiers team that had won 26 straight on their home court. But anything can happen in Big Ten basketball.
Being close in a Big Ten road game at half and find a way to grind it out. That's just old-fashioned Big Ten basketball.
I don't think we played as well as we're capable of playing today, but I think Illinois had a lot to do with that.
Illinois, they came in ready for us, came in and played harder than us the first half. So I think it was one of the most physical games we played this year.
After trailing 34-30 at the half, Indiana used a 10-0 run midway through the second half to take a 49-45 lead, their first in the second frame.
We defended better. It's good to get Armon back in there. AJ played well defensively. Offensively, we just didn't seem to ever get in the rhythm.
I'm frustrated. Yeah, I'm supposed to be happy that we lost.
The loss is the 5th in the last 6 trips to Bloomington for Illinois and drops them under 500 at 8-9 for the first time since the 1998-99 season with head coach Lon Kruger.
I asked them to fight and play hard. This is a tough place. I've been here many, many times through all the years. You got to play with emotion. You got to match their intensity. You got to keep the crowd out of it. And I think we did for the most part. There's just one little, like all year, there's one little segment in the second half.
And in the 62-58 victory for IU, DJ White notched his 10th double-double of the season with 15 points and 10 rebounds, while Eric Gordon was held with just 17 points, 6.5 below his season average. From Assembly Hall, I'm Paterick Hurley, Hoosier Sports Night.
It's not often you have Indiana fans rooting for Purdue, but the Boilers could have helped IU jump into the top 10 with a win in East Lansing last week as they took on Michigan State. Let's go to the highlight. Tom Izzo and the Michigan State Spartans, and Izzo takes on Matt Painter and the Purdue Boilermakers. Set first half, 23-9, Kalen Lucas drives the lane, puts up East Lansing Spartans 25-9 on 11-2 run. East Chicago native Etwan Moore drains a bomb to get Purdue within striking range, 26-32 at the end of the first half. We go on to the second half. Michigan State forgets there's 5 guys, and the big European guy from Purdue makes 2 points. Michigan State would not let that happen, though, as they try to fight back. And banks are open in East Lansing, Michigan, as Marquise Gray leans the floater bank shot 62-56. Spartans go ahead. Next play, Purdue still trying to fight back. Down 1 point. Green from Purdue knocks his deep 2, takes the lead 65-64. But Michigan State, the brass gonads of the Spartans, Travis Walton, sideline jumper, seals the win, 74-73. Purdue would not have a chance to come back. The Izzo is happy, and the Purdue Boilermakers go home sad. Both teams had 4 players scoring in double figures, with Purdue's Chris Kramer leading all scorers with 19 points. Michigan State held a 33-22 advantage in rebounding and also shot 61% from the floor, compared to the Boilermakers' 41%. Purdue was able to force the Spartans into 17 turnovers while only committing 7 themselves. The teams combined for an impressive 13 blocks and 12 steals. While it may be a little nippy outside, the track and field teams here at IU are competing indoors. For the men, it was sophomore high jumper Jared Nuxall jumping a career best 2.10 meters in his first place finish. Another sophomore finishing in first place was Chris Sackman while taking home the 60-meter hurdles title. All-American junior Kyle Jenkins also won his event while notching a 15.49 meter score in the triple jump. The women's team received great contributions from Wendy Robinson, who finished almost 19 seconds ahead of the second-place finisher in the 1-mile run in a time of 4 minutes and 54 seconds. Caitlin Lauer matched her first-place finish in the 4x400 relay with a blue ribbon in the 600-meter run. Her teammates in the relay were Brittany Freiberger, Lindsay Hartman, and Molly Beckwith. The women's tennis squad stomped the competition this weekend at the Indiana Doubles Invitational. The tandem of Fisher and Stuckey picked up 5 wins over the weekend and finished at 5-0. The duo of Guerrero and Williams defeated 4 of their 5 opponents for the Invitational. Overall, IU finished with a 16-4 record and won the event. Other teams placed in order were Bowling Green, Louisville, Indiana State, and Ball State bringing up the rear. With the Indiana men's basketball team beating the Fighting Illini in the Assembly Hall, the basketball team will look to soar in the rankings in the next couple of weeks. Check us out here on Hoosier Sports Night. We'll have all the IU sports action. I'm Shawn Mikus, and thanks for watching.